So I'll be honestly interested to see if this actually works, but the traffic noise, but I'll give it a try anyway. So again, another quick one. I'm not a big fan of the radio station News Talk. I would view them as just water carriers for mainstream narrative. What much of a surprise there now, but the presenter though that absolutely I just find completely intolerable is Sean Moncrief. He's there's a slick line in sort of non-liberal people with their silly little prejudices and stupidities, and why don't they where did all the bloody boy racers come out? I thought that was a thing of the past. Anyway. So Sean Moncrief, he does a slick line, and oh, you silly, infantile, childish, right-wing types, which are all your silly, ill-thought-out positions, just, welded to your prejudice, So, look, I mean, the fact of the matter is, if I'm in the car and I don't have any music to play, if News Talk is the only radio station available, and I'm obliged to drive along and listen, I'd actually rather just drive in silence than listen to Mr. Moncrief. But I do like to occasionally keep my hand in and listen. So today I heard his interview with a guy called Graham Fahey, I think the guy's name was. It seems to be a very Irish name, but the chap is definitely American. And he was explaining to Sean, whose rapt attention was just absolutely delicious and delightful to behold, about neo-reactionaries and the neo-reactionary movement, or NRX. And he name-checked Curtis Yarvin, also known as Mencius Moldbug, and Peter Thiel, and a few other, touchstone names, like James Burnham, so the guy obviously knew the subject matter, but he spent his 10 minutes being interviewed in this little softball interview with Sean Moncrief, and they talked about the NRX movement, and they got all their major talking points about World War II and Nazis, and the right is evil, and it was just total and utter word salad, like. And okay, I'll grant that your man Fahey seemed to know the subject matter, but after all the denunciation and just white males this, white males that, white males this, white males that, just boring, predictable, not a scintilla of intestinal fortitude or testicular fortitude to talk about why NRX is a thing, and to talk about why that type of distrust of democracy and that a conception of hierarchies again as the best way for a society to organise itself. No talk about it at all. Why would this be permeating the culture now, especially online culture? No balls or guts to talk about that at all. Just denunciation, hackneyed talking point. But then again, what else do they expect anyway, Anyway, Sean, from one baldy to another, you're giving those baldies a bad name. So, grow a pair and start. If you're going to try and engage with subject matter like that, get in there and talk about it, you know what I mean? And then, try and use your meager intellect to interact with the subject matter. Likely to happen, but it is what it is. I feel strongly that the cars passing by have probably completely obscured every single thing I was saying here. But I'll head home in 10 minutes and see if this is even worth uploading. I hope it is, because I don't fancy doing this one again. Thanks for listening.